जन्मभूमि माता, जय जन्मभूमि माता, जय हो जय हो जय हो, जय जन्मभूमि माता, जय जन्मभूमि माता। कृष्ण उपजाए तूने, वीर विवेकानंद भी जाए। राम कृष्ण उपजाए तूने, वीर।
ये वही आर्यावर्त है जिसके हृदय से प्रवाहित है करुणा धारा के रूप में गंगा, यमुना, गोदावरी और अन्य नदियां। ये देश है ऋषियों का, मनीषियों का, हाँ, दिग्विजयी स्वामी विवेकानंद का भारतवर्ष। एक महान कवि ने गाया है,
जय जन्मभूमि माता, जय जन्मभूमि माता।
Every school we are giving one prayer book so that they can have community prayer.
Shall I explain that?
Yes, please. Please come. Like the lamp of knowledge.
This will be a prayer book.
This will be a prayer book. And plus they can have community sections also. The cultural functions can also go on. Sort of community work of prayer book. Please. क्या आपके यहाँ से हो रहा है ना, तो यहीं पर है। ये शुक्ला साहब काम वाह, very good. Great success.
पोरबंदर द्वारा भूकंप पुनर्वसवाट योजना नीचे निर्मित बाबूजी की हाईस्कूल संचालित विवेकानंद विद्या मंदिर अब्दुल कलाम साहब ने एकदम आवाज सीधा जो बोलावे। अब्दुल कलाम साहब, भारत रत्न जी, आपने हमें हार्दिक अवकार आप दिए। धन्यवाद।
पीजे अब्दुल कलाम साहब, भारत रत्न, आज हमारे बीच में हैं। हमें बड़ी प्रसन्नता है। साथ में पोरबंदर जिले के कलेक्टर श्री घोड़ासरा साहब, डिस्ट्रिक्ट एजुकेशन ऑफिसर शुक्ला साहब हैं और कई महानुभाव पधारे हैं और कई शिक्षक, विद्यार्थी भाई बहन, युवा भाई बहन सब आए हैं। आप सबका रामकृष्ण मिशन पोरबंदर की ओर से हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूं। आज हमारे लिए बड़ी प्रसन्नता की बात है कि भारत रत्न अब्दुल जे कलाम हमारे साथ में हैं। कई दिनों से हम लोग इस दिन की प्रतीक्षा कर रहे थे कि वे हमारे पास आए। हमने उनको लिखा भी था और हमारे लिए प्रसन्नता की बात इसलिए सिर्फ नहीं है कि वो बहुत बड़े वैज्ञानिक हैं, बहुत बड़े साइंटिस्ट हैं, इसलिए भी नहीं कि भारत रत्न हैं, पर हमने उनको यहां जब बुलाया कुछ और है। पूछ रहे थे हमको, ये जो स्कूल, इसका उद्घाटन अभी उन्होंने किया भाव सिंह जी हाई स्कूल के, आप जानते हैं 26 जनवरी को भूकंप आया, कच्छ में तो बहुत नुकसान हुआ, पोरबंदर जिले में भी नुकसान हुआ और इसीलिए कई स्कूलों में भी नुकसान हुआ, कई मकानों में नुकसान हुआ। तो सरकार ने हमें अनुरोध किया रिकंस्ट्रक्शन के लिए, पुनर्निर्माण के लिए। तो आप जैसा जानते हैं, रामकृष्ण मिशन द्वारा पहले तो हम लोगों ने भूकंप राहत कार्य किया, रिलीफ वर्क किया, करीब 3 करोड़ रुपए के खर्च से सबको खाना दिया, ब्लैंकेट दिया और साथ साथ में तालपत्री दी, टारपोलिन शीट दी, ये सब दिया। उसके बाद में 15 करोड़ रुपए का हम लोगों ने रिहेबिलिटेशन प्रोजेक्ट लिया, जिसमें कि 4.5 करोड़ रुपए का रिहेबिलिटेशन प्रोजेक्ट, अर्थक्वेक रिहेबिलिटेशन प्रोजेक्ट पोरबंदर जिले के माध्यम, पोरबंदर के माध्यम से हो रहा है। और ये 4.5 करोड़ रुपए के प्रोजेक्ट में हम लोग 3 कॉलोनी बना रहे हैं और 35 स्कूलों का निर्माण कर रहे हैं, जिसमें कि एक कॉलोनी का निर्माण भारवाड़ा में विवेकानंद संस्कार धाम का उद्घाटन हमारे गुजरात के माननीय मुख्यमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी द्वारा 6 दिसंबर को हुआ था, आप सब जानते हैं। और इसी प्रकार से 35 में से 14 स्कूल का उद्घाटन हो गया था और आज बड़ी प्रसन्नता है कि 15वीं स्कूल का उद्घाटन माननीय डॉक्टर अब्दुल जे कलाम के दस्तों द्वारा हुआ। करीब 16 लाख रुपए के खर्च से यह स्कूल बनी है और 8 कमरे हैं और इस प्रकार की और भी स्कूलें बनेंगी। उसका नाम हमने रखा है, जितनी स्कूल बनाई है, नाम रखा है विवेकानंद विद्या मंदिर, क्योंकि हम चाहते हैं कि इन स्कूलों में जो बच्चे पढ़ें वे अच्छे से अच्छा एजुकेशन प्राप्त करें, साइंस में, टेक्नोलॉजी में, स्क्रिप्चर में, संस्कृत में, भाषा में, ज्योग्राफी में, हिस्ट्री में, सभी सब्जेक्ट में। परंतु मुख्य तो बात यह है, स्वामी विवेकानंद चाहते थे, व्हाट वी वांट इज मैन मेकिंग एजुकेशन, कैरेक्टर बिल्डिंग एजुकेशन। मनुष्य निर्माण करे इस प्रकार की शिक्षा चाहिए, चारित्र का निर्माण हो इस प्रकार की शिक्षा चाहिए। विवेकानंद विद्या मंदिर, इसीलिए भाव सिंह जी हाई स्कूल जो यहाँ पर है, 100 साल पुरानी स्कूल है, उसके कई कमरे में नुकसान हुआ था, तो हमको कहा गया जिला शिक्षा अधिकारी ने यहाँ भी कमरे बना दीजिए। तो ये जो 8 कमरे बनाए हैं, उस सेक्शन का हमने रखा है नाम विवेकानंद विद्या मंदिर, क्योंकि हम चाहते हैं विवेकानंद विद्या मंदिर नाम रहेगा। वहां पर हमने विवेकानंद की पुस्तकें भी दी है, हर एक स्कूल में स्वामी विवेकानंद की पुस्तकों का सेट दिया है, फर्नीचर दिया है, सब कुछ दिया है। हम चाहते हैं कि ये नाम सार्थक तो तभी होगा कि जब स्वामी विवेकानंद के उपदेशों के अनुसार यहाँ पर शिक्षा दी जाएगी, न केवल विषयों की शिक्षा परंतु चरित्र निर्माण की शिक्षा। और इसके उद्घाटन के लिए ऐसा व्यक्ति हो सकता है उससे अधिक योग्य, ये हम सोच रहे थे कि जिस विवेकानंद विद्या मंदिर का उद्घाटन करें। और उस समय मेरे हाथ में एक किताब आई, उस किताब का नाम है इंडिया 2020 ए विजन ऑफ द न्यू मिलेनियम बाय डॉक्टर एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम। और ये किताब पढ़ के हमको आश्चर्य हुआ कि स्वामी विवेकानंद ने आज से 100 साल पहले जो कहा था, वही बातें अब्दुल जे कलाम ने फैक्ट्स एंड फिगर के साथ कही है। स्वामी जी ने जो कहा था 100 साल पहले ऐसा होगा, पर ऐसा हो रहा है, ये अब्दुल जे कलाम ने हमको बताया उनकी किताब में। तो हमको बहुत बड़ी प्रसन्नता हुई। और किताब भी कैसे हुई थी आपको मालूम है? एक छोटी सी लड़की अब्दुल जे कलाम के पास गई, सर ऑटोग्राफ। मीटिंग खत्म हुई, उसके बाद सर ऑटोग्राफ। अभी ये सब ऑटोग्राफ के लिए परेशान मत करना, आज उनको टाइम बहुत कम है। परंतु ऑटोग्राफ जब मांगा तो उन्होंने ऑटोग्राफ देते हुए कहा, अच्छा व्हाट इज द एम्बिशन ऑफ योर लाइफ, तुम्हारे जीवन की महत्वाकांक्षा क्या है? और इस लड़के ने इतना सुंदर जवाब दिया, आई वॉन्ट टू बिकम ए ग्रेट सिटीजन ऑफ ग्रेट इंडिया। मैं महान भारत की नागरिक बनना चाहती हूं। और वो सोचने लग गए महान भारत कैसे बन सकता है। और 6 महीने तक सोचने के बाद ये किताब उन्होंने लिखी, इंडिया 2020 ए विजन ऑफ द न्यू मिलेनियम। और उसमें उन्होंने कहा है फैक्ट्स एंड फिगर के साथ, 2020 तक में हम यदि प्रयत्न करें, अवश्य भारत न केवल विकसित देश होगा परंतु समस्त विश्व में महान से महान देशों में उसका अग्रिम स्थान प्राप्त कर लेगा। न केवल साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी में साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी में तो उनके ज्यादा कौन बोल सकता है। स्पेस टेक्नोलॉजी में उन्होंने जो काम किया है, अद्भुत काम किया है। और स्पेस टेक्नोलॉजी की तो बात ही छोड़ दीजिए, बाकी सब विषयों में भी आर्थिक रूप से और आध्यात्मिक और सांस्कृतिक रूप से तो भारत गुरु रहा है। और स्वामी विवेकानंद ने कहा था 1897 में कहा था, 1897 में उन्होंने कहा था, ए युवा मित्रों, मैं तुम्हारे सामने एक स्वप्न रखता हूं, पर इसको स्वप्न मत समझना, इसको सार्थक करना है। और जब तक यह लक्ष्य प्राप्त नहीं हो जाता तब तक रुकना मत। और क्या लक्ष्य रखा था? इंडिया शैल कॉन्क्वर द होल वर्ल्ड बाय स्पिरिचुअल पावर। भारत समस्त विश्व पर विजय प्राप्त करेगा अपनी आध्यात्मिक संस्कृति द्वारा। ये विजय प्राप्त करने की दिशा में आज आगे बढ़ रहा है भारत। उसकी प्रतीति जब हम देखते हैं अब्दुल जे कलाम जैसे व्यक्तियों को, तो हमें आशा होती है। नहीं, स्वामी जी ने जो कहा था, वे तो भविष्यवेता नहीं थे, वे युग दृष्टा थे। उन्होंने जो जो बातें कही सब सच हुई है। और आज हम देखते हैं कि अब्दुल जे कलाम भी यही बात बोल रहे हैं, स्वामी विवेकानंद की बात सच होगी। निराशा का वातावरण आज जरूर है, परंतु उसमें आशा की किरण है। ऐसे ऐसे साइंस और टेक्नोलॉजिस्ट, और जो न केवल साइंस टेक्नोलॉजी की बात करते हैं, उन्होंने रिटायरमेंट के बाद, अभी गाड़ी में हम आ रहे थे राजकोट से पोरबंदर, बहुत सारी बातें हुई। उन्होंने कहा, उन्होंने प्रण किया है कि एक साल तक वो सब विद्यार्थियों से मिलते रहेंगे, युवाओं से मिलते रहेंगे, उनकी आशाओं को जानते रहेंगे। बोले मैं सीख रहा हूं उनके पास से क्या उनकी आशा है, कितना उनमें ये दर्द है। आगामी भारत महान बने, उसकी जिम्मेदारी आज की युवा वर्ग पर है। उन युवा वर्ग से मिलने का काम अब्दुल जे कलाम जी कर रहे हैं। तो हमने उनको बुलाया है, न केवल क्योंकि बहुत बड़े साइंटिस्ट हैं, न केवल इसलिए क्योंकि भारत रत्न है, क्योंकि हम तो ये मानते हैं कि भारत रत्न से बहुत बड़ा कोई इल्काब भारतवर्ष में नहीं है। भारतवर्ष में भारत रत्न के ऊपर कोई इल्काब है ही नहीं। सबसे महान गौरव का स्थान उन्होंने भारत रत्न लिया है, और हम तो कहेंगे वो विश्व रत्न है, भारत रत्न नहीं है। क्यों? विश्व की शांति के लिए इतना काम कर रहे हैं। एक एटॉमिक साइंटिस्ट होने के बावजूद भी विश्व में शांति हो, इस प्रकार के आइडिया स्प्रेड करने की बात कर रहे हैं, तो विश्व रत्न भी उनके लिए कम है। हमने उनको बुलाया है, स्वामी विवेकानंद की जो कल्पना थी उसको वे साकार कर रहे हैं। अनकॉन्शियसली और कॉन्शियसली यू आर इंप्लीमेंटिंग द मैसेज ऑफ स्वामी विवेकानंद, एंड दैट इज व्हाई वी आर सो ग्रेटफुल एंड वी आर सो हैप्पी। इसलिए हमने कहा कि विवेकानंद विद्या मंदिर का उद्घाटन अब्दुल जे कलाम जी के हाथ से होगा। हमें बड़ी प्रसन्नता है कि आज उनके हाथ से उद्घाटन हुआ है। उनके बारे में कुछ बोलना तो समय की पाबंदी है, परंतु आप लोग जानते हैं, जिन्होंने उनका जीवनी पढ़ी है, नहीं पढ़ी होगी अवश्य पढ़ लेना। उनका जीवन चरित्र हमारी लाइब्रेरी में है। आपको मालूम है 12 जनवरी को नई लाइब्रेरी बिल्डिंग का उद्घाटन हुआ है जगमोहन जी के द्वारा। सभी प्रकार की उसमें किताबें हैं, विशेष करके स्टूडेंट्स के लिए बहुत अच्छी अच्छी किताबें हैं। उसमें डॉक्टर एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम की जीवन चरित्र भी है, गुजराती में भी है, इंग्लिश में भी है। वो किताब पढ़ना तब आपको लगेगा कैसे गरीबी में से पैदा हुए, एक गरीब घराने में, गरीब परिवार में से कितना स्ट्रगल किया, जीवन संघर्ष किया, संघर्ष करके आज सबसे महान से महान स्थान पर पहुंच गए। ये सब जब पढ़ेंगे तो बहुत प्रेरणा मिलेगी, बहुत इंस्पिरेशन मिलेंगे। डॉक्टर एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम का रामकृष्ण मिशन की ओर से, आप सब की ओर से यहां पर हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूं। साथ साथ में हमारे कलेक्टर साहब, डिस्ट्रिक्ट एजुकेशन ऑफिसर, जितने महानुभाव यहाँ पधारे हैं, उन सबका हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूँ। विशेष हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूँ आप सब विद्यार्थी भाई बहनों को मिलकर के। बड़ी प्रसन्नता है, आप लोग भविष्य है भारत के, और आप सबको यहाँ पर इस क्षेत्र में आपका बहुत बहुत हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूँ। रामकृष्ण मिशन पोरबंदर की ओर से हमारे स्वामी चिरंतनानंद जी हैं, जो खास हेडक्वार्टर बेलूमठ से रामकृष्ण मिशन से भेजे गए हैं रिलीफ वर्क करने के लिए। वे अब्दुल जे कलाम का स्वागत करेंगे हमारी ओर से पुष्प गुच्छ के द्वारा। हमारी मैनेजिंग कमेटी के वाइस प्रेसिडेंट हैं श्री धीरूभाई मेहता। आप जानते हैं नानजी कालिदास मेहता, जिन्होंने कीर्ति मंदिर बनाया, उनके सुपुत्र श्री धीरूभाई मेहता अब्दुल जे कलाम जी का स्वागत करेंगे।
नमस्कार। स्वामी निगलेश्वरानंद जी, स्वामी जी, Mr. Godasara and Shukla and distinguished members who have come from various parts of the district and children, my dear friends. You know, when I was a college student, I was two of the important doctrine principles influenced me to look at religion beyond religion, that is spiritualism. One statement of Ramakrishna Parahamsa ji says that a lamp, a lamp does not burn without oil. A lamp does not burn without oil. So a man cannot live without God. It's a beautiful statement. It has entered my mind very young age. When you guys were college student level, I got this message. Because my teacher, he was a college teacher, and he put in the notice board, blackboard. One day he wrote this. So lovely, I was really, that statement entered into me. The second one, I had a professor. He's a professor of aeronautical engineering. And he used to tell us how the imagination, karpana, how imagination is very important. He used to say, imagination properly employed is our greatest friend. Who said that? Swami Vivekananda. Imagination properly employed is our greatest friend. It goes beyond reason, and it is the only light that takes us everywhere. The more powerful the imagination, the more quickly the result obtained. This is what Swami Vivekananda has said that. Importance of imagination. These two principles. And it's a very guiding light for many young people. That's why I'm saying this. And now, when my respected Swami Nigleshwaranji was talking to you in Hindi, beautiful Hindi, so beautiful, very oration type, very likable Hindi he was talking to you. I had a feeling I must talk to you similar way in Tamil. But I don't know. If I speak in Tamil, only few of you will know. So I took the option of talking to you in English. But however, I am going to start a Tamil poetry written by 100 years back. Subramanya Bharati, he wrote it. He was writing a epic it's called Panjali Sabadam. It's about Mahabharata, story of Mahabharata. He was writing Tamil. It's a big epic the poet has written. Before writing the poetry, he wants the blessing of God, Goddess Saraswati. That Saraswati should bless him to write a beautiful epic on Mahabharata. So there are 6 lines. I want to share with you the beauty of it. இடையின்றி அணுக்களெல்லாம் சுழலுமென இயல் நூலார் இசைத்தல் கேட்டோம். இடையின்றி கதிர்களெல்லாம் சுழலுமென வானுலார் இயம்புகின்றனர். இடையின்றி தொழில் புரிதல் உலகினிடை பொருட்களெல்லாம் இயற்கையாயின் இடையின்றி கலைமகளே நினது அருளில் எனது உள்ளம் இயங்கொண்ணாதோ. What it means is, the poet says, the physicists, the scientists all say, all the atoms, the particles in the atom, they are all continuously, ceaselessly orbiting. Ceaselessly orbiting. Similarly, the astronomers say that all the planets are in orbit, all the stars in orbit, and everything. I see the birds and are flying, and everything is flight, everything in orbit. Oh Almighty, oh Saraswati, bless me. My body and mind should be continuously, ceaselessly work and bless me. He requests, sir. What I said, so it's an introduction. It's an introduction. Yesterday, I was in Rajkot, where Mahatma Gandhi studied. I have visited last time the school where Mahatma Gandhi studied, Alfred High School. I saw his mark, his 5th class mark list I saw. He has taken in algebra 30 marks, 30 by 30, sent up yesterday. In Hindi, he has taken 25 out of 30. And also in social science, he has taken a good marks. So when I saw that, when I visited the high school, I had a dream. Rajkot, he has studied. In Porbandar, he is born. And these two cities, twin cities, Rajkot and Porbandar, since all big people are here, I imagine that two cities, because Mahatma Gandhi is not a leader of India alone. He is one of the world leaders, well known as the best leader of the world. Such a personality is born in this Porbandar. Such a personality has lived in Rajkot. I have a dream. The dream is, when I start from Rajkot, that it should not be 2-lane road, it should be a 6-lane, 8-lane road. Both sides, there will be spiritual Vrindavans, one side, and the other side, the technology Vrindavan. And it should meet here, Porbandar, the spiritualism and technologism should work together. And this is the one, what Vivekananda, Swami Vivekananda, when he stayed here for nearly 4 months, I was there. Here he has prayed, here he has lived. I felt with the two great souls of this country, one side Mahatma Gandhi and another side the Swami Vivekananda, these two great lives. How do we celebrate? They are born in this country, in our own land, in this place, and just they studied in Rajkot. How do we celebrate? I personally believe these two cities should be great cities in the world map. Two towns should be the world map. Spread the light of great beauties of these great souls. One gave the freedom, the spiritual freedom. First time we said religion should get graduated to the spiritualism. That is Swami Vivekananda. And Mahatma Gandhi got the freedom to us. So these two souls, when they lived here, I was delighted to walk yesterday in Rajkot. I will walk in Porbandar. But my feeling, friends, you have a great responsibility beyond politics to make these two great cities, two big economic cities, and also very wealthy cities. After all, without wealth you cannot transform the society. And also spiritual city. When they merge, both rivers they merge, we get the ocean of a good life, ocean of a great life. So I wish you all the best. And anything needed, I will be with you. Now, the topic, friends, I am going to talk to you, since a lot of young people are here. Can we do it? The subject is, can we do it? That's the topic I am going to talk to you. Yesterday, I was like you, about 500 high school students I met. in Rajkot. I asked them, one kid, one girl I met, she's studying 10 plus 2. I asked the girl, can you tell me after 10 plus 2 what will you do? Uncle, I become a doctor. She said, I become a doctor, MBBS doctor. I asked her, for what? What will you do? She didn't say. She will become a very famous doctor. She didn't say she will become a rich doctor. And she didn't say that she will give a treatment. What that girl said, very powerful statement. That will come, the powerful statement will come only if the base of the land is so powerful. The girl said, I want to remove the pain of the people. She said she is going to become a doctor, remove the pain of the people. It's a beautiful statement. That statement can be created only in a place like Porbandar or Rajkot. Another boy I met him, before all the talk, another boy I met him, asked him, what are you doing? 10 plus 1. Uncle, I'm doing 10 plus 1. What will you do? I doctor, become a scientist like you, he said. Then I asked him, what will you do as a scientist? I want to make my country number 1. So friends, we have the greatest minds that you find in the young people. Below 20, particularly below 20, full of imagination. Somebody asked me, why you came out of a government? What is your mission, they asked me. I said, I have got 3. Between August 2001 and August 2003, I want to meet 100,000 high school students, preferably rural places. I have visited Tripura, I have visited Jharkhand, I visited Assam, I have visited Meghalaya, I have visited Orissa, I have visited, number of times visited Gujarat. So far I have met about 22,000 high school students. But long way, I have to go long way. By August 2003, another 80,000 students I have to meet. You can ask me why. What is the purpose of it? I personally believe, I give you an example yesterday what happened in Rajkot, that imagination of young is very powerful. I want to share their imagination. I want to get benefited out of the imagination. Second thing is, I can communicate. I can talk to whatever language you are. I can communicate to the young children. Third thing is, I can ignite the young minds. Young minds are a very powerful resource on the earth, under the earth, above the earth. So ignite for the national development, to love for the nation. So that's how my mission to meeting all of you. Now friends, I thought, one child asked me yesterday, Uncle, tell me, what one incident can you tell me which influenced your life in young age? Since I am Porbandar, where Mahatma Gandhi born, I want to share one interesting event. I was a high school boy. I was studying 8th class. In those days it was called 3rd form, 8th class. It was the day 14th August 1947. I was doing the 8th class. I was a school master, school leader. In those days I was to control like you guys, young guys. I was the school master. My teacher was Reverend Ayyapparai Solomon. He told me, Kalam, today you bring all the 400 guys to the quadrangle of the Swatsai school, because to midnight we are getting the freedom, he said. midnight we are going to get the freedom. You can bring all the 400 students of high school and the quadrangle, and you all should come there, and Pandit Jawaharlal is going to speak. He said, I managed to collect all the students. I was there in the quadrangle of high school. Here exactly at 12 o'clock, I saw a scene. The Union Jack, that is the British flag, was lowered, and then the Indian flag in Red Fort was hoisted. It was a beautiful sight. Then Panditji spoke in Hindi. Panditji spoke in English, both I didn't understand. Because I was learning, my medium of instruction at that school was Tamil. So generally I was very happy when our flag was hoisted. Next day, that is 16th August 1947, there was 2 photographs in the journal, in the newspaper. When I opened the first page, there were 2 photographs. The first photograph, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru hoisting the flag. And the second photograph, that photograph, that is 16 August 1947. When I saw that photograph entered into me. And that gave the education of elementary school education, high school education, and university education. No other. I have not learned such a beautiful lesson very well. What is that photograph? What is the significance of the photograph? There, when India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru hoisting the flag, Mahatma Gandhi's photograph, he is in Navagali, I think it's a Navagali. Navagali street, there was a communal riot. Mahatma Gandhi walking barefooted in the streets to remove the pain of the people. Can you see the nobility of the leadership? Can you see the nobility of mind? For the young age, here is a leader. Normally what we expect a leader, political leader, he has fought for freedom, for lifetime, following the impression. On that day he will celebrate his success in the Red Fort. Mahatma Gandhi was not doing that. That clearly indicates he gave the job to his leaders whom he has created, but he was removing the pain of the people. Wherever there was a pain, the leader appears, even the great leader. So that photograph has entered, is one of the great influence in my life to grow. That you have to have that nobility in life, nobility in leadership, and nobility whatever you do in thinking. Okay, finish it. Then I'll come back.
શા માટે હું આવ્યો છું અહીંયા? તો એમણે કહ્યું કે તમે શું કરવા માંગો છો? તો એમણે બાકીની બધી વાત પછી ઓગસ્ટ 2001 થી 2003 સુધીમાં એમણે પ્રણ લીધું છે કે હું 1 લાખ વિદ્યાર્થીઓને, ખાસ કરીને હાઈસ્કૂલના વિદ્યાર્થીઓને મળીશ. 1 લાખ વિદ્યાર્થીઓ, એમાંથી 22,000 વિદ્યાર્થીઓને મળી લીધું. And you had the figure of 3,000 today. Please add it. So, no, they are all villages also. Village people are also around. You see, Porbandar is neither a town nor a village. It is in between. They come from the village. Because you know there is no high school in the villages, nearby villages, so they come for the high school. So, એમને મેં કહી દીધું છે કે ભાઈ આમાં એવું નથી કે મારે તો ગામના વિદ્યાર્થીઓને બધા ગામડાના વિદ્યાર્થી વધારે મળે છે, આમાં ગામડાના વિદ્યાર્થીઓ છે કે નહીં? હાથ ઊંચા કરો, ગામડાના વિદ્યાર્થી કેટલા છે?
Friends, now before conclusion, I want to tell you, you are living, all of you living in a developing country. India is a developing country. What is the meaning of a developing country? What is the meaning of a developed country? I want all of you to live in the developed country. For that, there is a plan of action, a vision document Technology Information Forecasting Council of the country has brought out a document, 20 volumes document, how to transform India into a developed country. And they say that 300 million people are below poverty line, 1/3 of our people. To remove the poverty, you have to double the gross domestic product rate of growth. And how do you do that? They have identified 5 areas: agriculture and food processing, education and healthcare, and information and communication technology, infrastructure development, and then critical technology. Now, who will contribute? Who will work for it? You need a lot of people who have worked such a great mission. This mission paper is with the government. I hope it will get approved any moment. Then hundreds and thousands, millions of people have to work for it. Now, last year, when I was at the 69th, I am completing the 69th orbit around the sun. That means I have my age, I have 69, I am entering to the 70th orbit around the sun. You would have completed 15 orbit around the sun or 17 orbit in the sun. So my friends in Bangalore, they called me at midnight 15th October 2001. They said, we have started internet website on your name. And normally when you start a website, it's a costly affair. And you have to get the permission of your people. But without my permission, because they were friends, they started a website. At midnight they asked me to give 2 messages to the people who want to interact with me. I said my message only for the people below 20 years. Only below 20 years people. So to answer or discuss the questions. What are the 2 questions? The first one, India is a developing country. That is India's developing country compared to G8 countries are all developed countries. And as a young girl or a young boy, how do you contribute to make your country as a developed nation? This was the first question. Second one came out, when I can sing the song of India. You will sing the song of India if you are happy, if you are affordable for good education, if you have got good employment, if you have got good mission in life and values. So you will sing the song of India. Both the developed country transforming the developed country and singing the song of India, both are interrelated. They are connected. So my friends put it on the website. Next day, within 3 weeks, I received hundreds and hundreds of answers within India and also abroad. I am not going to talk to you all the 100 questions, but 4 I have sent. 4 young people below 20, they have asked, they have told me how they will contribute to this country, to transform the developing country, transform into a developed country. One guy is a 16 years boy, he is from Shillong. In Shillong, Meghalaya. That Meghalaya boy, he says, Uncle, I want to become a teacher. He says, why you want to be a teacher? He says, I will remove the ignorance of illiteracy. You want to remove the ignorance of illiteracy, the darkness of illiteracy. By education, you have to give the light. Or, I will become a soldier. The boy says, to defend the country. One side he says, either he will remove the darkness of illiteracy, or he will defend the country. The second question, beautiful question, answered is from the Kottayam. Where is Kottayam? Kerala, this is Kerala. She is a girl, 15 years girl. The girl says, Uncle, I am just like a flower. But I don't want to become a flower. Flower, what does it do? She defends. Flower gives perfume. Flowers gives beauty. Some flowers gives honey also. But she says, no, I want to make garland made out of flowers. The girl says she wants to make garlands of the flower. And then she says, she defined her job. She defined, I want to create the work for creating the unity of minds. A young girl, see the fertility, the imagination of the two whom I have described. Third one is from Rajasthan. Rajasthan, that boy says, 14 years boy says, I want to be like an electron. I want to work like an electron. What does electron do? Electron ceaselessly, continuously in orbit, isn't it? Ceaselessly, continuously in orbit. He wants to work for his country, contributing, continuously working for his country, he says. The fourth boy, he is from Atlanta. Where is Atlanta? Atlanta is a Georgia state, USA. It's a 60 years boy. He says, I will sing the song of India. I will sing the song of India if my country has got the strength to put a sanction against any other country, economic sanction, technological sanction. I will work for making my country great. Now, what you can do? You are all young people, like the four guys, one from Meghalaya, another from Kerala, another from Rajasthan, another from the states. All the four, the message they had given, they would work for removing the darkness of illiteracy or defend the country, or work for the unity of minds for this nation, or ceaselessly work like the electron, or give the nation the strength, the economic strength and technological strength. Now, friends, I want to ask you, all of you, my email, I give my email address, apjabdulkalam@yahoo.com. Okay? All of you can correspond with me. You must answer the two questions what I have posed in the internet. How will you contribute for this country? With this, I have written in English and Tamil. This is the song of the youth. Swamiji is going to administer the oath. It's in English. I am going to recite, but Swamiji is going to give it in Hindi, and you have to repeat every sentence what he says. Repeat. That is the song of the youth. I will read it in English, sir.
Please.
Me and my nation India, me and my nation India. As a young citizen of India, you are saying, as a young citizen of India, armed with technology and knowledge and love for my nation, I realize, small aim is the crime. I will work and sweat for a great vision, the vision of transforming India into a developed nation and economic power with the value system. I am one of the citizens of billion. Only the vision will ignite the billion souls. It has entered into me. The ignited soul, compared to any resource, is the most powerful resource on the earth, above the earth, and under the earth. I will keep the lamp of knowledge burning to achieve the vision, develop India. Thank you.
નવયુવક નાગરિક બોલો मैं भारत का एक नवयुवक नागरिक तकनीकी विज्ञान से परिपूर्ण राष्ट्र प्रेम के लिए चला जीवन पथ आशाएं लिए अथक परिश्रम व देशभक्ति से परिपूर्ण जीवन का सार लिए मैंने समझा तुच्छ उद्देश्य अपराध है प्रतिज्ञा की महान उद्देश्य के लिए अथक परिश्रम कर तन मन की शक्ति के साथ एक ही लक्ष्य के लिए महान सशक्त भारत बनना है। भारत को विकसित राष्ट्र, आर्थिक शक्ति व आदर्श मूल्यों के साथ मैं अरबों भारतीयों में एक ही सपना लिए ये महान उद्देश्य अरबों अंतरात्माओं को प्रज्वलित करेगा। भूगर्भ, आकाश व धरातल पर किसी भी स्रोत से असीम सशक्त भारत, विकसित राष्ट्र मेरे मन में प्रज्वलित ज्योति, एक ही लक्ष्य के लिए विकसित सशक्त भारत। धन्यवाद। અબ્દુલ કલામજીએ જે સુંદર ભાષણ, એક મિનિટ બસો, અબ્દુલ કલામજીએ સુંદર ભાષણ આપ્યું એના બદલામાં અમે શું આપી શકીએ? હૃદયની ખૂબ ખૂબ શુભેચ્છા, ખૂબ ખૂબ શુભેચ્છા, તમારા બધા વતી પ્રેમ અને શુભેચ્છા, સાથે સ્વામી વિવેકાનંદ ફોટો. સોરી 2003 12મી જાન્યુઆરી 2003 માં અમે અબ્દુલ કલામજીને વિનંતી કરી છે ચોપાટીના મેદાનમાં આવશે અને 20,000 યુવાનોને સંબોધન કરશે. સો ઇન બિટવીન વિદાય આપો.
આપના ચાલુ બારે હો ત્યાંથી જગ્યા છોડશો નહીં.